Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be doing a review on the new Woodland Mills TFG55 gas wood chipper. I'm going to show you guys the assembly, some of the cool features about it, and I'm going to torture test this thing. I'm going to push it to its limits and show you guys how it works. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got this Woodland Mills TFG55 gas wood chipper here. I just picked it up from the Woodland Mills location, so I'm going to start assembling this. I'm going to show you guys the assembly as well as the startup and my first couple times using it, so stay tuned. Here's a closer look at the actual model. Again, this is the TFG55 gas wood chipper from Woodland Mills. Okay, so this is what we're left with on the skid. That is the main body of the wood chipper, and then here are all the parts that came packaged. So I just laid the cardboard out, I took the packaging off everything. This is the chute assembly. We have wheels, the tow bar, filter, battery box, we have the discharge, and then in this box there's a bunch of hardware and other parts. I took the packaging off as well. I've got everything unpackaged here. I've got all the parts laid out on the cardboard over there. Now we're going to begin to assemble this. So I want to make sure that you guys are all aware. Your wood chipper should have one of these plastic canisters, and inside of it is your operator's manual and installation instructions. So if you skip to page 20, that's where the installation starts. I'm not going to show you guys all the steps to assemble this. The instructions are really good. These are to scale, so when you're trying to find the bolts, the nuts, the washers, you can simply put them against this and confirm you have the right ones, which is super handy. So as I assemble this, I'll show you bits and pieces that I found challenging, and then we'll get to the finished product. So as you can see, I've got the wheels, the axles on. That was really easy. I also got this tow hitch on, so this is set up for a 2-inch ball. The next thing to assemble is this chute, which again, it's pretty easy to assemble. It's very well laid out in the instructions. And then I'm going to take that, attach it onto the machine, and we're getting close to being wrapped up here. Alright everybody, as you can see, I've got the wood chipper fully assembled. It took me about 2 hours and I was able to do it by myself. It was very straightforward. Two things that you need to do before you start this is, first of all, the engine does not have any engine oil. So you need to add your own engine oil. It takes approximately 1.1 liter of oil, and they recommend 10W30. So simply fill it up through this dipstick, and then you can check the dipstick and make sure that you have enough oil. Next, you also need to add gasoline. So on all of my small engines, I like to run premium gasoline through it. That way the carburetors don't get clogged. So we're going to add gasoline to this as well, and it's just straight gas. No need to mix anything. Now to start this, we have our premium gas in, we have our 10W30 oil in, we've checked the oil level. The next thing we want to do is turn the fuel on. So we have our fuel on, and we want the choke to be on as well. So this is a 14 horsepower gas Kohler engine, and you can connect it to a 12-volt battery, or there's a pull start. I'm going to show you how easy it is to start it with the battery. So we have an ignition keyed switch here, and I'm going to fire this up. It starts just like that. Up here, we have an emergency button, which stops it. So if you get in trouble, you can simply hit that to stop it. I'll also show you how the pull start works. Okay, so if you don't want to connect it to a battery, which personally I'm not going to connect mine to a battery, you can start this with the pull start. Just pull it just like that. I'm going to show you some cool features on this. So there's 2 quick releases that allow you to take this off. You can change direction of it. You can make it face any way that you want. And it's nice and quick to adjust, which is a really cool feature. Next, you also have these quick release clamps here. So these quick release clamps, they allow you to open this up, which allows you to access the flywheel and the blades in case anything gets jammed. You have more clamps on the side here. This allows you to access the inside of the chute, and this chute is 5" by 5". So if anything gets jammed, you can quickly open it up, which is a super handy feature. Let me show you the inside over here. This cover also comes off very easily. It houses the belts. So just like that, everything on this machine is really easy to access and to repair if there's ever an issue. All the parts come apart really easily. As you can see, I've got the wood chipper back here. We've got a lot of bush and I've got a lot of brush. So I'm gonna start chipping. I've got a pile here, some softwood, some hardwood, and some of this wood here is 3" diameter. This wood chipper, it can handle apparently 4" diameter softwood, 3" diameter hardwood. So we're gonna test it out and see how it does. It has a gravity in feed. So this is gonna pull all the trees and branches in so you don't have to keep pushing it in. I'm gonna send this big branch through here and see what it does. Next, I've got some wood here that is 3" diameter, softwood, hardwood. We're gonna send this through as well and see if it can chip it. I really wanna see what the capabilities of this machine are, so let's get to it. Okay, first off, we have the emergency button, which you can simply press and it stops it. So if you get in a risky spot here, you should never be putting your hand in. You can simply hit that emergency button to stop it really quickly. As you can see, it chipped up that wood, no problem. Got a big pile of wood chips and organics here. So I went through this whole pile in about 10 minutes and it was easy. I had the machine on half throttle, so I could still throttle it up for even bigger wood. Here's some more clips of the wood chipper in action. Throughout the day, I really used this thing hard and it really impressed me how well it handled all the different brush, from softwood to even hardwood. One of the best things about this wood chipper, while you're using it, if it was to jam, you can simply release these quick connect clamps, which allows the chute to move over, and you can remove any wood that might have jammed in there. You can also, another really nice feature is this discharge. You can adjust this angle. You can also release these quick connect clamps and you can position this on all four sides wherever you'd like. You simply just put it in and then these quick connects lock it into place, just like that. All right, everybody, I just finished chipping a bunch of brush, and this thing is honestly super impressive. It works so good. It pulls all the branches down. It was chipping 3-inch pieces. I've got a big pile of wood chips over here, which is super nice. It's so much faster to chip it up than to try and burn it all. And the best thing about this, I had a full tank of gas when I started, and it still looks full. So it hardly uses any fuel. I had one jam throughout that entire thing, and it was really easy to just open up the chute and pull the wood out. So overall, I really like this machine. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section, and I'll do my best to reply. Thanks for watching.